darlings, it's your Auntie Cartier, and I can't believe it. We're here for our 38th Quaran-Tuni. Hello, darlings, well, hello, darlings, it's so nice to be back home where I belong. You're looking swell, Ashley, I can tell. Ashley, you're still growing, you're still growing, you're still going strong. We feel the room swaying. Hi, David. I'm playing one of your old favorite songs from way back when. So, wow, fellas, look at the old gun now, fellas, honey, you'll never go away again. Hi, Mikey, darling. Hello, Maddie, and hello, William Wilson. It's so nice to be in my living room where I've been for the last 6 months. You're looking swell, Linda, I can tell. Linda, you're still growing, you're still growing, you're still going strong. We feel the room swing, or the band's playing one of my old favorite songs from way back when. So, wow, fellas, look at the old girl now, fellas, God, you will never go away again. Well, hello, Randall and Bob, darling, it's so good to see you. I'm wearing a Nolan Miller original Dynasty collection, size 16. You know, so many people, they say to me, Katya, we have all these beautiful clothes and we have no reason to wear them. But I say you don't need a reason to look beautiful, you just are. I feel the ground swaying as the band's playing one of my old favorite songs from way back when. So, wow, fellas, look at the old girl now, fellas. God, you will never go away. God, you will never go away. God, you will never go away again. Jawohl, spasiba, and hello, Tom. So good to see you. Now, to anyone who's just tuning in to a Quaran-Tuni for the very first time with absolutely no idea who I am or why there's a 6'3" redhead of unspeakable beauty and unplaceable, ever-changing, vaguely Eastern European accent, barely sitting before you now at her ghost piano. I am the Countess Smirnoff-Skyy, once Eastern Europe's most sought-after mezzo-soprano understudy, and as always, I come to you from my living room into yours, absolutely for free. I mean, if anyone wants to tip me, I'll take your money so I can continue to shop on eBay and find treasures like this lovely gown. I'm so excited. There's so many beads on it. It weighs like 12 pounds. Hi, Bob. Hi, Mark Franken, darling. I haven't seen you in ages. Well, you know, we've all been trapped in our homes for so remarkably long that I feel like, you know, it can be very lonely. And sometimes you think to yourself, remember the good old days when the homosexuals would just say, you know what, I'd like to order in, and some young gentleman of equal mind persuasion would just show up at your house. And I'm going to sing a song about it. Tom Shaw arranged this particular one for me, and let's see if you like it. 12:30, and I'm watching the Late Show all alone in my room. It's so hate to spend the evening on my own. Autumn winds blowing outside the window as I look around the room, and it makes me so depressed to see the gloom. Is there a man out there, someone to hear my prayer? Give me a man after midnight. Won't somebody help me chase the shadows away? Give me a man after midnight. Take me to the dark unto the break of the day. Now, of course, I imagine that during the Quaran-Tuni time, people aren't calling in men after midnight. At least I don't think they are. Then again, I have seen things from this balcony that can't be repeated, at least not on the street.
So you see the full end of the rainbow, the fortune to win. It's so different from this world I'm living in. Near of TV, I gaze into the night, but there's no one there to see, no one inside. Is there a man out there, someone to hear my prayer? Give me a man after midnight. Won't somebody help me chase the shadows away now? Give me a man after midnight. Take me to the dark and to the break of the day. Is there a man out there? Someone to hear Countess prayer?
Key change for no reason.
Give me a man after midnight. Won't somebody help me chase the shadows away now? Give me a man after midnight. Take me through the dark and to the break of the day. Is there a man break of the day? From the night into the break of the day.
You're welcome. I don't know what happened there. You know, I'll tell you, ladies and gentlepeople, I am so thrilled to see you all, and I hope that you're doing all right during these times of troubles. Hi, Dan. For years I thought was an erasure. No, it's not an erasure song. It's from the ABBA. I love the ABBA. They only have 2 letters in their entire name. Just repeat them several times, but they did write catchy tunes. Now, tonight I'm drinking vodka soda, Mandarin soda, NCTC, the New Conservatory Theatre Center, Ed Decker and Bob. Every couple of months they send me giant bottles of Mandarin soda to keep the old Countess, loose, I suppose. And people have said over the years that some of my bad behavior, not that I ever have bad behavior, because I'm completely intentional, but occasionally they'll say that I've consumed too much of the liquor. I don't think that's true. No, if I'm drinking, I'm just doing what I wanted to do anyway. And I just, maybe I have less inhibitions about it. Well, I've had many requests. I've heard from the millennials and the homosexuals that this artist, her name is Lizzo, is very popular. So with the help of Tom Shaw, we are going to premiere tonight a new song. That's right, ladies and gentlepeople out there on the internet. This is the kind of thing you tip old Katya for. A brand new song. It's called. Well, you'll see what it's called, and I hope you like it, and I hope it becomes a Katya standard. Hi, Greg Robles, how are you? Oh, so nice to see all my friends. When someone says that you've acted poorly, it's on them. It's not on you, darlings.
Mirror on the wall, don't say it, 'cause I'm cute, I know. Louis down to my drawers, LV all on my shoes. I'll be dripping so much sauce, gonna be looking like Raccoon. Dressed up like a crystal ball, that's cool, baby, so is you. That's how I roll, that's how I roll, that's how I roll, that's how I roll. If I'm shining, everybody's gonna shine. I was born this way, don't even gotta try. I'm like a Chardonnay, getting better over time.
I heard you say I'm not the baddest bitch. You know you lie. Oh,
it ain't my fault that I'm out here getting loose. Oh, I blame it on the goose. Blame it on my juice, baby. Oh, it ain't my fault that I'm out here making news. I'm not putting in the proof. I got to blame it on that juice. Yeah-yeah-hee, yeah-yeah-hee. Blame it on the juice. Blame it on that juice.
No, I'm no snack at all. Look, baby, I'm the whole damn meal. Darling, you ain't being slick.
Don't dare try to cop or feel the use ain't worth the squeeze if the use don't look like this.
Hold up, darling. Really, please don't make me try to take your bitch shit.
If I'm shining, everybody's going to shine. I was born like this, don't even gotta try. Unlike the Chardonnay, getting better over time. I heard you say I'm not the
Baddest bitch, you know you lie. Well,
it ain't my fault that I'm out here making news. Oh, blame it on the juice. Blame it on the juice, baby. It ain't my fault that I'm out here making news. I'm the pudding in the proof. I have to blame it on the juice. Yeah-yeah-hee. Blame it on the juice. Blame it on the juice. Yeah-yeah-hee. I blame it on the juice. Blame it on the juice.
somebody come get your man. I think he got lost in my DMs. What? You better come get your man. I think you want to be way more than friends.
Strolling down the street, smoking indoors,
Sipping on gin and juice. Laid back with my mind and my money and my money and my mind.
It ain't my fault that I'm out here getting loose. I got to blame it on the juice. Blame it on that juice. You ain't my fault that I'm out here making news. I am the pudding in the cruise. I got to blame it on the juice. Yeah-yeah-hee. Blame it on the juice. Blame it on that juice. Yeah-yeah-hee. Yeah-yeah-hee. Blame it on the juice. Blame it on that juice. Yeah-yeah-hee.
And that, little people out there on the internet land, that is the way that the Auntie Katya sings Blame It on the Youth, the song of the lizard. Thank you, Tom Shaw, darling. We had to arrange that whole thing separate. You know, I said, Tom, I want to sing Blame It on the Youth, but kind of like this. And Tom was like this. And I'm like, no, not like that, more like this. And so forth and so on. And then Tom said, maybe you should sing Snoop Dogg. And I said, oh, I remember Snoop. He's delightful. You know, I met Snoop Dogg, or Snoop Lion at the time when I met him over at Martha Stewart's house. And this must have been 92, a long time ago. But he was a very charming man, about as coherent a person that I've ever met with. But anyway, I'll talk about Snoop another day. But it was interesting to once again work on new music. You see, well, I've been trapped in my house. I have not been able. Thank you. I did how you're calling it, knocking it out of the park. I'm not in a park, David Yours. I'm in my apartment. But as I was saying, oh, David said that is not a Mr. No, this is not a Mr. David. Mr. David makes most of my gowns, almost all of my gowns. This particular gown is a Nolan Miller Dynasty collection. Mm-hmm. I found it on the eBay. Luckily, there weren't a lot of other bigger size ladies out there who wanted to purchase a white, fully beaded 8-pound dress. But I thought to myself, those shoulder pads make my waist look so small. Trick Adrian did it, and David does it for me all the time. But as I was saying, as Tom and I worked on this new song, tip me if you want, because I had to pay people to make. But as Tom and I worked on this song, I felt like I didn't even know anymore what I was doing. You know, you have to practice your art or you lose the skill. So I urge all of you who had things you did before the quarantine just to occasionally do them. Otherwise, well, problems can happen.
Tell me, is love still a popular suggestion or merely an obsolete art? Forgive me for asking this simple question. I'm unfamiliar with this heart. I am a stranger here, my slave. Love me or leave me, it seems to be the question. I don't know the tactics But if he should offer a personal suggestion, how could I possibly refuse when I'm a stranger here myself?
I dream of a day, of a gay warm day with my face between his hands.
Have I missed the path?
Have I gone astray?
I ask, but no one understands. Love me or leave me, that seems to be the question. I don't know the tactics to use. But if he should offer a personal suggestion, how could I possibly refuse when I'm a stranger here myself? Please tell a stranger, my curiosity goaded. Is there really any danger that love is now outmoded? I'm interested especially in knowing why you'd waste it. True romance is so fleshly. With what have you replaced it? What is your latest foible? Is scheme more exquisite? Is it rummy more enjoyable? For heaven's sake, what is it? I can't believe that love has lost its glamour, that passion is really passé. If the ender is just a term in grammar, how can I ever find my way? 'Cause I'm a stranger here myself. How can he ignore my inalienable condition? Why these Victorian views? You see here before you a woman with a mission. I must uncover the key to his ignition. And if you should make a diplomatic proposition, how could I possibly refuse when I'm a stranger here myself? A stranger here myself.
Yavo, you're welcome. Oh, I do feel like a stranger, and as I've been talking to friends, I've been told by people that are a little more hip than old Auntie Carter that we're not supposed to asking people how they're doing, which I don't agree with that. I think we should, and my response is always, well, there are good days and there are bad days, but in general, I have more good ones than bad ones. And I can promise you, every Thursday is a good one because I spend it with you. Oh, you gorgeous little creatures out in the dark. I don't know how I would have ever gotten through all of this without you. 38 Quaran-Tunis plus 4 or 5 Cartier shows at Martuni's and various other things. I feel like I've come into more homes than I have in the last decade. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. But the truth is, though it hasn't been my favorite year, it's been an interesting one. The other night I had the pleasure of representing San Francisco in a red alert where buildings all over the city were lit up, all of the country were lit up in red. And it was to bring attention to the live venue community, the performing arts community. And it made me think, performing art, the arts, performance is not just about the glamorous creatures like myself who sit before you in our living rooms. No, it's about the dressmakers like Mr. David, the directors like Ed Decker, the theater managers like Profundity and like Bob Hodges. It's about the person that stamped your wrist when you turned 21 and you went into your very, very first nightclub and got a drink. Maybe you were 17. I don't know how carefully they check those things. But, theater, live performance it curates the finest moments of our lives. It's even the person that lit the incense for Tori Amos in her dressing room, which is a real thing. She needs that before shows. Anyway, I just want you to remember that it's not just us performers that are suffering. It's the designers, the wardrobe mistresses, the truck drivers. We literally can't go to work, and they can't all just sit here on their ghost piano and sing. But I can, so I'm going to. And I'm going to sing a song that I absolutely love by Miss Tori Amos, who does insist on incense in her dressing room. I can't stand incense. They make me cough, but that's not my problem. Anyway, this song I'm singing because I want to. If you feel like sharing, please do. If you don't, that's fine as well. Because I'm here, you're here, and the show goes on. Tears on the face of a man. Don't want to be a boy today. Heard the eternal footman bought himself a bike to race. Greggy writes letters with his birthday pen. He says you were something in those formative years. Hold on to nothing as hard as you can. Still, ooh, pretty good year. Ooh, pretty good. Maybe a bright sandy beach take you back. Maybe not quite, so you're off to see America. Well, let me tell you something about America. Pretty good year. Ooh, pretty good. Some things are melting now. Some things are melting now. Well, what's it gonna take till my baby's alright? What's it gonna take till my baby's alright? Pretty good. Ooh, pretty good. Greggy writes letters with his birthday pen. Sometimes he's aware that they're drawing him in. Lucy was pretty, your best friends agreed still. Oh, pretty good year. Ooh, pretty good. Ooh, pretty good year. Now, I'm not saying this has been a pretty good year, because it's been a pretty, well, awful year. But I will say one thing. I have truly enjoyed getting to know so many of you so much better. I mean, Brian, I hadn't seen you in ages, and now I see you every week. And William French, oh, it's always good to see you. I mean, it brings me such a joy. It reminds me how none of us are alone. We're just separated by some space and masks. I don't like masks, but I insist that anyone around me wear them. I mean, I wear them, of course, myself. I need to, and it saves me time because I don't have to do my lipstick. Well, I'm going to do a big medley for you because I haven't done it in a while, and it's popular and people like it. So I'm basically going to give you an entire 90s show in the next 6 minutes, and if you enjoy it, fantastic. And if you don't, well, there's more later. All right, maestro, s'il vous plaît. Mr. Joseph Wick put this arrangement together for me. Yo and Russell and Tom, we've put together some incredible music during this quarantine, and I love them for it. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the most of this quest and something unpredictable that in the end is right. I hope you have the time of your life. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. No, tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
If you want to be my lover,
You gotta get with my friends.
making love is easy. Friendship never ends. And if you want to call me baby, then go ahead now. If you want to say that baby, then go ahead now.
Still the one that I love, the only one I dream of, still the one I kiss good night. Dee-doo, 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 dee-doo. If you want to destroy my sweater, pull this bead and I'll walk away. Stand up
From head to toe, I am a loser, baby. So why you are not killing me?
Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner. Sometimes I feel like my only friend is this city I live in, this city of angels. Lonely as I am, together we fly. Bop, dee doo dee dop, dee doo dee doo dee doo dee dee. Bop, dee doo dee.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the streams that you're used to. Oh, I know I got to have it your way or nothing at all. But I think you're still being too faced. Say my name, say my name. Baby, you don't know me. Why you acting shady? If you ain't got game, say my name, say my name. You acting kind of shady, not calling Katya baby. Why the sudden change? My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe when you're not near me. I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Yo, Wick.
Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. No, I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of his best friend's ride. Come on, go. Let your body go with the music. Hey, 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 come on, go. Let your body go with the flow. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight, losing my religion. Strumming my pain with his fingers, telling my songs with his lies, killing me softly with his words, killing me softly with his songs, making my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his songs. When I think about you, I touch myself. Who will save your soul when it comes to the flowers now? Because baby, you're going to be the one that saves me. And after all, I'm your wonderwall. 'Cause I'm a freak, I'm a loser. What the hell am I doing here? Katya does not belong here. I want something else to get me through this savage kind of life. Oh baby, baby, me. Far away there you are. I believe that the heart will go on.
I'll never let go, Yak. There was certainly room for 2 people on that door. I mean, I've seen doors and you could fit 2 there for sure.
But I will always love you. I will always.
Oh, the high note's coming.
Love you. I will always loving. It's something unpredictable that in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Flannel. You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, I love that medley too. I'm dying right with you. That's why I'm drinking vodka. It is now my great pleasure to bring up on the screen my good friend Joshua Bell. Joshua, you have to unmute yourself. You have to. There, you're there. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you too. Ladies and gentle people, this is my friend Joshua Bell. And Joshua and I have almost been in so many shows together. Almost. Never actually in them at the same time, but that kids is theater. And during this quarantine, we've become very good friends. And that's, we have the Zoom drinking meetings, and that's one of the gifts of the quarantine. You get to connect with fabulous people. And Joshua, darling, what have you been doing during the quarantine?
Well, unfortunately, just lots of work. Yeah, just like trying to stay sane in general. And honestly, I have to thank you for these weekly performances, because they've kept me and frankly my entire household, I think, pretty sane.
Oh, thank you, darling. Well, would you mind singing for the people? They've had enough Katya for a couple of minutes. So, ladies and gentle people out there on the internet, I give you my friend, Mr. Joshua Bell. I'll take myself off the screen by pressing.
Yes, and now I have to click a bunch of buttons on the back end, but so happy to be here. I was flabbergasted that Katya even asked me to sing, so I am super happy to do this. I want to start with a number that I've always felt really important to me, but also written by composers that I always jive with. Unlike Katya, I am a lower bass, a lower singing person, and Candor and Ebb tend to write numbers that fit into my vocal range rather well. So I'm going to start with a little cabaret. Maybe this time I'll be lucky. Maybe this time he'll stay. Maybe this time, for the first time, love won't hurry away. He will hold me fast. I'll be home at last. Not a loser anymore, like the last time and the time before. Everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. Lady Peaceful, lady happy. That's what I long to be. All the odds are they're in my favor. Something's bound to begin. It's gonna happen sometime. Maybe this time I'll win. Everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. Lady peaceful, lady happy, that's what I long to be. All the odds are they're in my favor. Something's bound to begin. It's gonna happen sometime. Maybe this time. Maybe this time I'll One of my favorite shows. I was very happy to play the MC in that show a few years ago, and it was incredible. Of course, I would love to play Sally, but that's never going to happen. I don't have the body that Katya does. My next number that I'm going to do is actually from a Disney movie. If anybody in the audience knows me at all, I'm a huge Disney fan. This is from a Disney movie that isn't as popular as the normal tropes. It's from the 80s. I'm super excited about it. And also sung by one of my favorite singers, Bette Midler. So I will give you Perfect Isn't Easy from Oliver and Company. We've got work to do. Pass me the paint and glue. Perfect isn't easy, but it's me. When one knows the world is watching, one does what one must. Some minor adjustments, darling, not for my vanity, but for humanity. Each little step above. See how the breeding shows. Oh, sometimes it's too much for even me. But when all the world says yes, then who am I to say no? Don't ask a mutt to strut like a showgirl. No, girl, you need a pro. Not a flea or a flaw. Take a peek at that paw. La-di-da-da. Perfection becomes mean as paw. Unrivaled, unruffled, I'm beauty unleashed. Yeah! Jaws drop, heart stop, so classic and classy, we're not talking lassie. And though many covet my bone and bull, they're barking up the wrong tree. You pretty pups all over the city. I have your hearts and you have my pity. Pretty is nice, but still it's just pretty. Perfect, my dear, is me.
Yes,
I have to do the thing. I have to do the thing.
That was marvelous. That's from the Oliver and Company. What's it from?
Oliver and Company.
Oh, Oliver and Company. I don't know. I'll tell you. That was from the 80s, right? Late 80s. I was very busy. I had my daughter Catherine in the late 80s. She's 38, getting older every year. I can't be expected to remember movies, but I do love Bette Midler, so I'm glad you sang, although she stole her entire act from me. Yeah, when she was working at the Continental Baths, I stopped aging in 1981. Bette Midler stopped aging in about 1998. And she looks fabulous. Well, Joshua, darling, you were absolutely marvelous. It warmed my heart to see you up on the screen. I hope you've tipped Joshua. His Venmo is right there. There it goes. Joshua Bell. I hope it's correct. I don't know. I have to do it all myself. Anyway, darling, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to take you down now off the screen. I mean, I'm not going to take you down in life. I'm just, you know what I mean. Well, I've got 2 more songs for you if you'd like. Please share this on your friends' pages. Oh, play a piano. What's going on? The bellows aren't what they used to be in this player piano. I need to find a repair person. Let's try it one more time. If not, don't worry. I always have backups. Come on, ghost piano. Maybe the ghost piano is telling me she doesn't want to work anymore. In which case... Oh, I know why the ghost piano did it. It's because it's Andrew Lloyd Webber. Old Rosalind, she doesn't like that. Rosalind is my cat. This is Sylvia, the ghost piano. She doesn't like to play Webber. I don't like to sing Webber. But right now, I feel like this song is very appropriate. Don't you? Tip me if you want. It has a long introduction.
Midnight, not a sound from the pavement as the moon lost her memory. She is smiling alone in the lamplight. The leaves collected my feet, and the wind begins to mourn. Memories all alone in the moonlighting. I can dream of the old days. They was beautiful then. I remember a time I knew what happiness was. Let the memories live again. Every street lamp seems to beat a fatalistic warning. Someone utters and the lamp like gutters, and soon it will be morning. Daylight, I must wait for the sunshine. I must think of a new life, and I mustn't give in. When the dawn comes, tonight will be memory too, and a new will begin.
This is walking music. It's so next Thursday, I believe Miss Trixie Carr will be joining me for our Quaran-Tuni. I think Leanne Borghese the week after that. I remember when it was hard to book guests. No, it's never been hard to book guests in my shows. Basically, I just said, do you want to do it? And they say, okay, and they show up. But times are different. Burnt out hands of smoke. Days, the stale, cold smell of morning.
Street lamp dies in, the day is dawning, and soon it will.
Oh shit.
Morning, touch me. It's so easy to leave me all alone in the memories of my days in the sun. If you touch me, tonight will be a memory too.
Look,
A new day has begun.
and that is the only Andrew Lloyd Webber you will probably hear me sing in the month of September. But I felt like doing it. It was a request from a fan, and I have memories. I have memories of when I could get out of my damn house and do things with my friends and not feel weird about it. But, we're all coping with this as best we can. And as the weeks and months continue on, I urge you to reach out to those of you in your communities, your friends, your families, people who may be suffering quietly and alone. Sometimes all it takes is a phone call to really, change somebody's day, to brighten their spirits and to make life just a little bit better. Now, this next song is a song that I sing on occasion. I always sing it at my... Oh, no, start at the beginning. Well, I have a friend. Now, somewhere in the black mining hills of North Dakota, there lived a young boy named Raccoon. Now, one day, his girl ran off with another guy. It hit young Rocky in the eye. He didn't like that. He said, I'm going to get that guy. So he walked into town and he got himself a room at the local saloon. And this song is about Rocky.
Rocky Raccoon checked into his room,
only to find Gideon's Bible.
Now Gideon checked out and left it,
no doubt, to help with good Rocky's revival. Stop it, Rocky.
Now Rocky had come.
I messed up the words. And something about, name yourself Lil. There you go. There we are.
She and her man, he called himself Dan, were at the saloon for the revival. But Rocky was caught. He drew first and shot, bang, and proceeded to lie on the corner.
He said, Gideon, you make your match. And Rocky said, Doc, it's only a scratch. And I'll be better soon as I'm able. I got distracted by the cuteness. Oh.
He called himself Dan.
Here it is.
And Rocky, I'm just making up words
because I've totally made them up. Honestly, words.
Rocky Raccoon
Oh, the doctor came in stinking of gin, and he proceeded to lay Rocky on the table. He said, Rocky, you met your match. And Rocky said, Doc, it's only a scratch, and I'll be better as soon as I'm able.
Well, Rocky Raccoon, he checked into his room, only to find Gideon's body. Gideon checked out, he left it no doubt, to help with good Rocky's revival. Oh,
Oh, Rocky Raccoon. Well, that was a good attempt. I probably should have tried that more than one time after I downloaded the track. But you all have been a simply marvelous audience. Joshua, darling, you're back on the screen. Thank you all so much for joining me, and come back next week. Tell your friends and your family people. Oh, follow me on the Ticking Talk. I started it last week. It's something that millennials like, and I already have almost 1,000 followers. I don't know why they want to talk to their old Auntie Katya. Well, yes, I do, because aunties have a lot of good advice. That's what I do. Anyway, Joshua, thank you so very much for joining me. I'm going to just play us out right now. Where can people find you, Joshua? Do you have anything coming up? Or do you on the facing book? No?
Oh, gosh, I'm like no. The answer is no. No, actually, in December, if you have children, I'm doing a virtual kids performance of a show that I do there every year. Look it up. Sing You a Merry Christmas. I play a ninja.
Oh, I like ninjas. Well, you can follow me. Tell your friends who don't have Facebook, they can watch me on the YouTube. I have a channel. I have a new website, Smirnoff-Skyy.com, and you can follow me on the Ticking Talk. My name is Katya Smirnoff-Skyy. I'm just going to play us out like I do. Thank you all so much for joining me. Have a wonderful week. Be kind to one another. Share this on other people's pages if you feel so inclined. And if you don't, well, that's up to you. Everything that happens in life can happen in a show. We can make them laugh and we can make them cry, but anything goes. The clown with his pants falling down, or the dance that's a dream of romance, or the scene where the villain is seen. That's entertainment. The lights on the lady in tights, or the bride with a guy on the side, or the ball where she gives her it all. That's entertainment. The plot may be hot, simply thriving with sex. A gay divorcee who walks out on his ex. It could be, well, Oedipus Rex, where a girl kills his father and causes so much bother. The clerk who is thrown out of work by the boss, who is thrown for a loss by the skirt, who is doing him dirt. The stage is a world, the world is a stage of entertainment. All right, darlings, I'll catch you next week at this very same time, I believe with Miss Trixie Cobb. Thank you all so much for tuning in me. Tip myself, tip Joshua, or just share this and be kind to one another, because together we will make it through all of this. Good night, darlings. I salute you. Katya, signing off.